The juice is loose. Juice WRLD. Can't believe I bought this shit. This is David Wise's music. It's a rare game. Sound like some Donkey Kong Country Banjo Kazooie shit. That kind of looks like Michael Keaton. Pretty impressive. Instead of a cutscene, it just plays a song. I was gonna say it doesn't really fit Beetlejuice, but he does kind of have like a corny, like hokey tone to him a little bit. It's showtime. But yeah, I mostly bought it because give me an excuse to talk about the new movie. Or was new. It's like it's December 1st, so it's been out for about 2.5 months. It made fucking $450 million off a like $100 million budget, which was probably mostly due to salaries and shit. And that's purely got to be based on just love and nostalgia of the first movie. Cause this movie fucking sucks, dude. I watched it twice. Once kind of back when it came out, pretty much, and then just now. But I made the mistake of watching the original one right before. And if you watch it that way, like when I first watched it, I didn't think it was that good, but like it wasn't offensive necessarily. But yeah, after watching it this time, after watching the original, shit, just fucking a travesty. So the movie's kind of based on like 2 lines that were in the original. It's kind of one of those sequels where like, you know, they take a line and like build a movie off of that shit. Where the scene where Alec Baldwin asks Beetlejuice what his qualifications are, and he's like, well, I attended Juilliard and graduated Harvard Business School. I traveled extensively. I lived through the Black Plague, and I had a pretty good time during that. And I've seen The Exorcist 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it. Not to mention you're talking to a dead guy. I feel like in this new movie, he doesn't have any of the like. I mean, he's old, but like he doesn't have any of the pep. He doesn't have any of the zazz that he had in the original. And he doesn't move. It's a really physical performance, the first one, and he's just like, he just doesn't have it, dude. It's like depressing almost watching the movie. But yeah, the first one's just so good, dude. I love all the effects, and they're like, so it was such a like original, imaginative idea. None of the little like side gags and like dead people in the new one like are funny or interesting at all. There's like a skeleton that like falls apart and a dead surfer guy. It's like all this shit fucking sucks, dude. And all the music choices in the new one are like really cringy. Like the first one, it had an original vibe to it because it had the Harry Belafonte music. In this one, it's like he uses Bee Gees in like a scene, and there's some like power ballad or something. It sounded like a Richard Marx song or some shit. Luckily, they cut away from that pretty quickly. Beetlejuice is singing it to Lydia, and oh, the whole song during the wedding is fucking cringy. I don't know what he thought was funny about having Beetlejuice speak different languages and just have subtitles. Like the one cool part where it shows him during the Black Plague and his backstory with Monica Bellucci's character, which is a nothing character, just like Willem Dafoe is a nothing character. But he's like saying it in a different language. It would have just been funnier if he narrated it, you know, what the words were. I don't get the fascination with that. Oh, and the fucking Soul Train was cringy. All that shit reminded me of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's the Tim Burton one, right? The shitty one. It reminded me of all the like bad Oompa Loompa songs, like the 60s one. After the girl, she's a bad nut. She gets that bad nut. Jenna Ortega is so fucking awful, dude. I think she like fooled people because like Wednesday was like such a cool show, but like it was also kind of like an easy character for her to play. It was kind of minimal, and like Scream, whatever, she's like fine, I guess. But yeah, in this movie she fucking sucks, dude. She's just like constantly bitching at her mom. She hates her mom because she can't see her dead dad. It's weird. Why would Lydia marry this weird like activist guy? And like, why is he? Well, he's Latino, I guess, because she is. But it just, there's no real backstory there, and like the scenes with them together towards the end are like really forced and awkward. Yeah, Lydia's character is just fucking stupid. Like, why is she with this guy that's like obviously taking advantage of her? When you watch it after the first one, it's like, what the fuck, dude? She's so pretty in the first one. And like, I don't know, they put like a lot of makeup on her. And, like towards the end of the movie, like when she's having that dream sequence where Jenna Ortega has the Beetlejuice baby, which is the only like new weird idea that Tim Burton had, was the creepy baby. Oh yeah, and you see a shot of Jenna Ortega's feet in the stirrups. But there's a shot of Winona Ryder like watching her have the baby, and she looks good in that scene. But something about like the weird Lydia hair makes her look older. And yeah, the fucking guy, Justin Theroux, he was in oh fuck, I always want to say, call it How High. It's oh fuck, dude. Your Highness. I was, in my mind, it's like, it's a fucking weed joke. Fantasy weed joke, but yeah, he's in that movie. And even in then, like, that was probably his best role, and he fucking sucks. But he sucks in this movie. But what I was gonna say was, like, when I was watching it the first time, I was like, he's not funny, but like, even if he didn't change any of the words, if you had cast Will Arnett in that part, it would have been like a good part. Cause he like eats up that kind of like douchebag boyfriend role, like in Hot Rod. Like, babe, wait, babe. But the guy, he does have one funny part, I guess, when he announces his engagement. He's like coming to the front porch of the house, and he like shoves Jenna Ortega out of the way. That was the funniest thing he did. I would say the best character in the whole movie is Catherine O'Hara. I thought all the scenes with her pretty much were funny. I like seeing how like she's her like art gallery showing and shit, which is cool. I like how you see how she remodeled the house over the years. She's got that weird like green room with the spheres, and she signs the deed over. Yeah, I like the scene where she's like screaming and she's trying to do like a grief art thing. And I was generally caught off guard when she died, by the snakes. I thought that was funny. And yeah, in the beginning they showed Jeffrey Jones in the claymation because of the weird shit he was into. They couldn't have him in the movie, although surprisingly he's like actually like a real character in the movie and has lines. But they don't try and like have the person sound like him at all. Oh yeah, and at the very beginning you see Lydia has a paranormal show, which is such a played out idea, dude. I feel like even since like Ghostbusters 2 and shit, they always do that in movies. And yeah, like I said, Michael Keaton doesn't really get to do a whole lot that's funny. There's a couple funny parts with him and Bob. If there was more of him and Bob, that would have been funny. He's probably in the movie actually more than he is in the first one, or at least sooner. But like, his character just doesn't do anything. And Monica Bellucci's so wasted too. I mean, she probably was wasted during the movie. She's probably half drunk. She sucks up people. She sucks up Danny DeVito. And she looks weird. Why couldn't he have been a real character? Weird in a good way. Oh yeah, and then she has there's a blowjob joke with her sucking off Bob. Which I thought was funny. Got his eyes rolling back and shit. They pay homage to the action figure, kind of like Ghostbusters. Speaking of Ghostbusters, but they pay homage to the action figure that, like, when you squeeze it, his like head, like his eyeballs pop out and shit. And then yeah, all the shit with Jen Ortega and her and the other boy, and her being such a dumbass, trading herself for this ghost. She should have been made to get stuck down there. I think it would have been more interesting if like the boy character got to actually be like kind of sinister more. Because it's like he's so obviously a ghost, like she's just stupid that she can't realize it. So there's no point in trying to have any mystery to it. So like hire an actor that can like be like the new Beetlejuice and like chew the scenery and like be evil but kind of like weird and charming at the same time, you know. Oh yeah, and Willem Dafoe, he's so cringy. Like, he's a former actor that's, you know, pretends to be a cop, basically. None of his, like, people he interacts with are cool. Like, his cops that he sends out to fight Beetlejuice, and he has, like, an assistant with, like, something through her neck. It's fucking stupid, dude. And yeah, at the end, they throw sandworms in, and it's just, oh yeah, when I was talking about the lines that they use to, like, inspire this movie, the other line when he's at the wedding in the first movie, and he pulls out the finger with the ring on it. Like, I swear she meant nothing to me. Yeah, they tried to make a whole... I would say they tried to make a whole storyline off of that, but they really didn't try at all. It's just her sucking up people going, "Where is Beetlejuice?" And then she gets eaten at the end. But yeah. I imagine we'll get a third one. Hopefully they, like, take some time and actually make a good script. Do something interesting. But yeah, for the most part, the movie sucks. It's pretty disappointing. sick. Beat the first boss. That's all I know how to do. That's I've seen of this game. Got the blood pumping. I forgot to mention one of the other lines I like in the original movie, where he's like, "Oh, I feel a little anxious. Where can your average Joe, regular guy like me find a place to relax?" Like when he sees the whorehouse. And oh yeah, I was talking about how the effects are like still really good, but there's one really bad one that you notice in HD at the one at the very end where he's like, wow, wow, with his head shrinking. You see like a black, like triangle outline where his head's shrinking. He's like, oh, this might be a good look for me. That's one of the bad things about the new one too, is that they just repeat jokes and shit poorly. Alright. That was fucked up. Crazy ass game. Good shit. I like this song.